Hey, so I thought I might as well do a time lapse for this. It kind of records automatically whenever I paint. But I thought I'd just do some commentary. I don't usually. I just felt like it. Right now we're just kind of blocking in some basic colors. I had the background kind of dark. I always start off pretty dark with my paintings. I have a habit of leaving it a little too dark. But this one we're trying to go for a little like cloudless sunny day. So I guess a lot of people would be surprised that we started pretty dark color wise. But I feel like it definitely makes things much more moody. It's easier to bring up the brightness in a painting than it is to make it brighter. Wait, hold on. To make it darker, I guess. That's at least how I feel for me, my process. I didn't start off with the nose, and that was kind of a mistake because it got really complicated when I was trying to make it work on the face, and it looked awkward for a while, so I had to fiddle around with that. And then I kind of had a huge issue with the background. I ended up settling on some more like toned down blue colors for the sky. I like how that turned out. And here you can see me like fiddling a lot. That's really most of my process. It's just fiddling with like stuff. I didn't really have any reference for the face because, you know, we live in a masked world. But I had just kind of done it from my imagination, and I'm working on expression, so I was trying to make it seem like happy and, you know, get that kind of like awkward posture to kind of like show more personality too. But I didn't have a reference for the face, so when I was using my imagination, it got a little bit awkward with the face. It looked kind of like a duck mouth. So I just looked up some smiling faces and got that kind of like facial anatomy when you're smiling, because I don't really practice expressions that much. And I'll preach it like over and over again. I so recommend like using references all the time, tons, and I mean like a lot, in all of your paintings, and it just makes you a better artist. You expand your visual library, and you are not creating work from your head that's inaccurate because you're too stubborn to actually look at what things actually look like. You need to be seeing a lot when you're drawing, and that's just how you make good art. You just keep observing, and then interpreting and stylizing. Doing some merged shapes down at the shirt and around. Probably went a little too hard on on the jacket for some parts. I would say it might be a little too overly detailed in different areas, but the background's not busy at all, so I don't think that was that bad. The face is kind of wonky, I'll be real with you. But I think I got it to be a bit convincing. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. You can see me playing around with some paper airplanes. I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep them. I had messed around with it earlier in the painting process, and I liked the concept. I still like the concept, but I'm probably gonna have to go back to the drawing board with that, because it does kind of not look that great. The way that I did it. So I wanna keep fiddling around with that. And then here's the finished piece. This was really short. I'm not a huge fan of really long time lapses because I feel like it can get really boring, especially if it's a simple painting. I can understand longer time lapses for something more complicated. But yeah, peace out. I'll see you in the next one.